Yeah, we know we're one day late, but we have so many news. Check them out right here, right now. Greetings petrolheads and welcome to romrom.net, the channel sharing the joy of sim racing, and to a regular news roundup where we tell you all that's new in the world of sim racing, racing games and anything else of interest to petrolheads in all things digital. I'm Serta and as always I will be your host for this video. If you have any news for us, be it a sim racing league, a different sim racing event or any other news that you think fit here, send us a mail to news@romrom.net. That's news@romrom.net. Lots of news in this last week. We have news about a new drifting game, SnowRunner news, a first gameplay peek into WRC 9, a big development update for Automobilista 2, a really big Wreckfest release, and a first look at Zandvoort as seen in F1 2020. Before we start, remember that if you want to be informed about new videos, click subscribe and also click on the bell and become part of the ever-growing RomRom family. Drift 21 is the name of a new drifting simulation that will come on Steam Early Access on May 7th of this year. Yep, just a couple of days away. With Drift 21, you will race on Japan's famous Ibiza circuits on different fully licensed cars. The makers promise the circuits will have been 3D scanned. These will be just the offer right now. During the early access phase, they promise they'll add new tracks, cars and game modes, including multiplayer, and will be refining key features based on whatever we tell them that they should be refining. Drift 21 will cost €25 or USD on Steam on early access and will include a practice mode, which I will definitely need. As you may know if you're a subscriber of our channel, and if not, don't you think it's time to correct that? As you may know, SnowRunner, the new installment in the game series Spin Tires and Mud Runner, came out on Tuesday on the Epic Game Store. Check the link up there for our review, and as it often enough happens, there was a need for a hotfix which Focus Interactive released on Thursday. Changes include quick fixes to the issues with a friends list while they are working on solving the issue altogether. Also improvements in the co-op connections, corrections in the maps so that our tracks don't fall through the ground, having the force feedback on G29 wheels not deactivate on Alt-Tab, true that happened to me, and some minor fixes to the graphical user interface. I'll keep doing streams in the meantime, and if you'd like to try some co-op missions, drop us a mail or write in the comments. The first gameplay video for WRC 9 is out, featuring New Zealand. And on the WRC calendar, it's of course a great track to start whetting your appetite, as chances are you haven't driven there ever. Of course, the makers of WRC 9 have worked on replicating this track as close as possible. As we already said, WRC 9 is planned to be released in September of this year. This version will at last bring time trial with it, including ghost laps from other players, also the 1986 Brazilian Opala stock car season. If the car is as much fun on Automobilista 2 as it was in Automobilista 1, I see myself driving nothing else in the next weeks. Razer are aware of the collision problems in multiplayer and have concentrated their work there, which means the multiplayer rating system will come later than planned, but Razer promised to have this ready before the end of early access. It's good to see Razer continuous commitment to the community and to see they are listening to us players. It does not surprise me though, as it's in line with Razer's behavior in the past. And they are introducing new content too, as the next track we will get will be the modern Kyalami. No need to buy the Assetto Corsa Competizione DLC to be able to drive it. And nice to see Kyalami is getting more attention and more love. It's a great track. With regards to vehicles, they will bring a Brazilian prototype, the Sigma P1 that premiered in the Brazilian Endurance Championship of 2019. Razer have also confirmed licensing agreements with McLaren, Lotus and Brabham that will allow them to bring classic Formula 1 cars to the game. And they will start with the Lotus 72D, the McLaren M23 and the Brabham BT44. If you are interested in the sim, go and grab it now, as in the next days the 40% discount will disappear and you will only get a 20% discount, meaning that in the next days this sim will cost 45 euro or 50 USD. And they teased us with this image, saying this is a picture of things to come. If you have an idea which car it could be, let us know in the comments. Bugbear released a big update this week without a warning. This update somehow reduces the loading times for the game heavily, brings a new Demolition Derby track, the Mole. I'm not a big fan of Demolition Derbies myself, but what do I know? And it brings a tournament mode. And they've released also the American All-Star Car Pack as DLC. The tournament mode consists on new daily, weekly and monthly challenges where you will earn a new kind of in-game currency, fame, and the goal in the tournament mode is to be the leader in the leaderboards or at least quite high up. This new in-game currency sounds like the seemingly infinite kinds of currency in Payday 2. Back to the tournament mode. This tournament mode brings 4 new race modes, with new modes coming every month. With regards to the tournament mode, Bugbear also promises that should there be challenges where you would need the content of a DLC that you don't have, you will be able to drive the car or the track in the challenge even if you don't own the DLC. The American All-Star Car Pack brings 3 new vehicles, the Grand Duke, the Wild King and the Little Thrasher. Added to all these changes, you will also get changes in the gameplay, some audio changes, as well as improved support for mods. We close this news roundup by letting you know the update for Truck Driver we spoke about in earlier news, see the link up there, is now available on consoles. What you're seeing here is footage of Zandvoort as will be seen in Codemasters F1 2020. For more news and videos sharing the joy of sim racing, check the playlist to the left or the video to the right. Until next time, save fuel, collect pickup, and we'll see each other at the podium.
Visit romrom.net to connect to fellow sim racers and sim racing fans.